This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
This is how it's always been. I'm on the outside looking in.
Welcome to Double Love, the podcast in which we explore the strange and terrifying world of Sweet Valley High, book by book. I'm Anna Carey.
I'm Karen Moynihan.
And we are back. I'm back from Rome. I was in some Roman ruins, quite a lot of them.
She's doing her research for this Flair storyline. You know, you're taking it very seriously.
I take it more seriously than they are. Jesus Christ.
Wouldn't be too difficult, in fairness.
It certainly would not. Well, we are back with part 2 of Model Flirt, where we learn even more about how unprofessional Flair is. Frankly, mind-boggling.
I mean, this office is it's the whole thing is deranged. I love it. I'm just letting it carry me along in the currents of the absolute madness of it at this stage. There's no point fighting it. Just let it wash over you.
No. Well, because this is part 2, we are going to start with the UK cover because we may have reached the Daniels twins model era in the US, but we are still on the weird plaid tableau things in the UK.
It is still silky time in the UK and Ireland. Don't you worry.
Well, I haven't seen it until now. I'm going to look at it and Karen's going to describe it. Oh!
Right.
It's an effort again.
You see, you love it when they leave the office and go get some things. So
got a lot of things there.
It's so fun. So it's this lovely kind of orangey, brownish. It's a very 90s shade, like ochre or something.
Yes,
for the silk in the background. I'm enjoying that a lot.
Sort of russet shade, yes.
Yeah, it's great. Nice for this time of year as well, actually.
Very autumnal.
Yeah. yeah, on trend. So we have a camera, a lovely proper like DSLR camera. There's little bits of film that are all very carefully turned over so you can't see what brand hair.
Oh, cutting.
So they're all kind of scattered around. We have some more real tacky little plastic bracelets. Just love to see them. They're just such a jolt back to the past. We have some little makeup bits and pieces that again are the exact kind of thing that'll just literally reef you back to like 1995.
Oh, that's silvery grey, like 2 shades of silvery grey eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure I had one of them from the Body Shop. In fact, I know I did, but it could have been this one. It was from the Body Shop.
It could have been with that really crappy little applicator with a little plastic handle on it. There's a little bottle of red nail varnish. There's more really tacky looking fake lashes that are like super shiny gold kind of a colour. There's beads and necklaces kind of scattered around. They're right in the corner. There's one of those little like eyelash separator kind of combs. I swear to God, I got that exact one free with like sugar at some point in the 90s. Like it's all the kind of crap you'd get free with a teen girl magazine in the 90s.
Oh my God, it is! Which is possibly where they got it.
Maybe it is, Maybe there was just a magazine being published downstairs and they just grabbed a bunch of stuff from that.
I mean, good for them, I suppose. Save money, bantam.
You've got to do it. There's a red ribbon kind of scattered around as well. There's a yellow flower. I mean, some of it is just random crap. But I really do enjoy just how deeply 90s the little makeup bits and pieces are. There's another little fabric swatch under there too, kind of buried. You can't really see what the pattern is on it. But
it looks like it's just plain.
It does. Who knows? Maybe they already used it and they just turned it over.
Yeah.
You've got to make use of what you can. But look, as these covers go, I'm fine with it because it's just quite the nostalgia rush, to be perfectly honest. So
it is. Yeah. I loved it. but now, for the main event.
Oh my God.
I haven't seen it. Okay, I'm taking a deep breath because some people may not know that Cressida, Queen of Our Hearts, actually created in the downtime an alternate version of part 1 of not part 1. What was the first one called? First
Cover Girls.
Yes. So she's been putting the work in.
She really has. Like retrospective work and everything. Like honestly, fair play, Cressida. We are delighted to have you back. It's very exciting.
Oh my God.
And Anna is now looking at the Cressida recreation of Model Flirt.
She's got props. Is that a horse box?
Of course it is.
Oh, is that Troy?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it
Story
is.
from High School Musical.
He
I
is the
recognise
star.
his hair.
He really is our star in these covers. It's just fucking great. So,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
as we realized after putting the picture of the photograph cover up for our last episode,
Oh yeah.
it seems like that guy is definitely Sean William Scott. Yeah. As Quentin Berg. So, like, yeah, sure. Why not? But yeah, so Cressida has recreated this wonderful cover. She has given us her description of it, so I will read it in her own words.
Always a delight.
And here it is. Okay, here's my doll recreation of SVH book 130. My God.
What do we do with our lives?
Flirt. Jessica Wakefield is still tarting herself around the male staff of Flair magazine, hoping to become a supermodel. Okay, love, you tell yourself that. Despite us always being told she's lugging papier-mâché rocks around an indoor studio, she's inexplicably now out on location, standing in front of some sort of caravan, horse box. She's flirting with Quentin Berg.
I knew it was Troy.
Who is holding a pair of binoculars, seeing as I didn't have a wee camera. Not to worry, as I wouldn't put it past all these red flag blokes to own a pair of pervnoculars anyway. I mean,
they totally do.
Be accurate. A clothes rail, a model pony agility rail draped with Barbie outfits. Like, it's the attention to detail. It just kills me stone dead every time.
Superb. Oh my God.
Oh, so that is standing just behind Jess on the left. Apologies for Troy's massive maroon feet. I had to get those brogues in somehow.
They're very striking.
Oh, it's so good. And yes, I'm making good use of the fabulous acrylic SVH sign I got from Etsy. It usually sits on my Sweet Valley High bookshelves. But Mr. B once again came up with a quite brilliant idea. My book cover doll tableaus are now complete. So, like, it's perfect because it's the exact kind of layout that Sweet Valley High as a title is on these covers now with these photo covers. It's one amazing. More element of just fucking top-notch detail from Cressida. And I just love it.
Magic. It's magic.
Oh, and it will be up on our Instagram, of course, so you can check it out there. And I highly suggest you do because
oh my God.
It's a cracker. It's so good.
You're missing out if you don't. That's all I can say.
Honestly.
Well, we begin this book in Paul's gaff. I mean, chez Paul.
That's right, yes. And I do, you know what I really actually like about this opening chapter is just the fact that where we left it, for anyone who's forgotten, we left it with Jessica trying to talk Liz into like doing a twin switch with her and Liz being like, nope, absolutely not. It's not happening. I know you always talk me around. No way, no how is that happening this time. We were like, good for you, Liz. She's finally standing up for herself. Smash cut.
Yeah. Liz walking into Chez Paul, a ritzy French restaurant in downtown LA. So,
of course, Jessica wore her down.
Oh, and you might be thinking, what did she do? What magic did she weave in order to get Liz to do this? She just nagged her. She just did the usual.
Yeah,
like,
wasn't
Liz
even
just
blackmail.
crumpled.
Yeah, she just folded.
Yeah. Folded like a cheap napkin.
That's right.
Yeah, apparently she hates being dressed like Jessica. You'll have a description of the outfit later on. And we're told her face felt like it was going to crack off under the weight of all her makeup. Very not fashionable in the mid-90s to be like completely slathered in makeup. It was still very much, you know, apart from your like silvery eyeliner or whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't to like full on like tons of foundation. We're still in this slightly natural dewy skin era. But anyway, Liz is dragged up to the nines.
Sure thing. She really is.
We learned that conveniently Chez Paul has 2 floors. So that's handy.
Very handy because it turns out Jessica's 2 dates. She has 1 on each floor, basically. So the shenanigans will be afoot.
They will. So yes, it's all very fancy. It's got painted grapevines on mint green walls.
I'm sorry. I love how they talk about how plush the surroundings are, and then it's like the fucking painted grapevines on the walls. Like, wow, how classy!
It's like a provincial Italian restaurant. Like, oh, look at our vines.
But yeah, it's a very Italian thing to do for what's meant to be a French restaurant. So I don't really know what they're at there.
We're told only the chink of wine glasses can be heard above the low din of the crowd. And Cameron leads them to their table and he whispers, better than Chez Bench, huh? And this is like, because of course she doesn't get this hilarious jest. And when they see the menu, which is all in French, but with English translations, Liz can't believe Jessica invited Cameron, had the goal, we're told, to invite Cameron to such an expensive place. And like, it is a bit much.
Oh, it absolutely is. But again, this is all, I guess, Cameron's mysterious. And, wasn't it him? Was it him that bought that camera that time? Like, what's going on with Cameron? Is there more than meets the eye to this mailroom guy? Who knows?
Possibly be. By the way, we don't find out for sure in this book, but it's been fucking obvious since the beginning.
It sure has, yes, because Liz does note that he doesn't seem fazed by these fancy surroundings at all, and he's very kind of at ease with this menu as well. He kind of makes a joke about how the foie gras is meant to be really good here as well, so he's not fussed by the fanciness of the surroundings at all. No.
And he orders in perfect French, so he's like, he's pretty sophisticated. There is a bit where he's like saying, oh, too bad they don't serve hamburgers. And Liz relaxes and she says, I know what you mean. I wouldn't mind having a burger and a shake from the Dairy Burger. A popular hangout in Sweet Valley. Very naturalistic thing to say.
What a normal sequence of words.
So she decides to play to have a little bit of revenge on Jessica, which I do appreciate. So she orders frog's legs and calamari.
Yeah,
calamari is presented as being disgusting, by the way, which I think is madness. Like, children I know love calamari.
Well, I don't like calamari, so I think Jessica on this.
No. Not even when it's just like fried, like it's basically a delicious fish ring.
Yeah, no, I've been tricked by those rings, and it's like, why is it rubbery? I don't like it. It's like, maybe I'll chance an onion ring.
See, when it's rubbery, it's gross, but if you get a good, like, melty one, it's delicious. Well, these aren't even fried by the sound of things when they turn up. But yeah, Jessica, of course, this place serves frog's legs, which I don't think I've ever actually seen on the menu in France, but...
No, it's a very, like, comedy French food kind of thing to order, but it is also like Liz kind of panics momentarily because the menu is in French, but then she's like, oh, but there's English translations. Like, these kids can speak French. They take French in school. They've been to France.
Yes.
Like, they keep saying, like, Jessica being confused by Lila saying je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, come on, lads. These girls know their way around a bit of French. Like, they're fine.
So Liz actually starts to enjoy herself, and she actually really likes Cameron. I mean, and I guess he'd be fine if, apart from the kissing the unconscious girl and also the age gap.
That's the thing. It's like, Cameron would be great, except for everything we know about him.
Well, they did that slightly hot kissing scene at the end of the first book.
Yeah.
But that was with the good ghostwriter.
There you go.
So there were a few moments then we were like, oh, if he wasn't a pervert, we'd kind of like him.
If only, but that's just a caveat. It's hard to get over.
No, physically impossible.
Yeah.
So he's like, I have to say, despite the fact I know you're a beautiful girl who wants to be a model, I don't know anything about you. No, it didn't stop you trying to stick your tongue down her throat. But, and Liz ridiculously is completely flummoxed. Like, I just do not buy anything that happens the next few minutes, because Liz has this ain't Liz's first rodeo.
This is the thing. She is well practiced at being Jessica. Even though she hates doing it, she can, and she has done it very well in the past. But everything he asks her, she's like scrambling for an answer, and she's like makes up something about PBA doing a car wash at the weekend, and it's like, it's all just nonsense. Like, he asks her about, she mentions cheerleading.
Oh my God.
He like, again, if only we didn't know what a terrible person he was, he takes an interest in things that she mentions, and he's like, oh, that's really cool. When I was in school and playing soccer, the cheerleaders were great, like, for psyching us up, and it's so much more complicated than people think, and he's interested in it and asking questions, and then she's kind of panicky and like, a move that we do, and kind of can't think of a single one, even though she literally was a cheerleader not that long ago.
He can remember those moves, like the herky and all those things, and if I can remember them, and why can't you, Liz? I read like 3 books about them about a year and a half ago.
What would the funky monkey say is all I want.
Funky.
You see, she is letting down the funky monkey.
So I'm sorry, Liz. I just do not buy this. She also talks about her favorite pyramid formations, and clearly has completely lost her mind. Yeah, because she says her favorite is the 2-2, 2 girls on top of each other, which is not a pyramid. It's a rectangle.
Exactly. Yeah, because she's like, when she says, oh, the 2-2-2 pyramids are pretty tough, something she's just made up off the top of her head because she suddenly has nothing in her brain. And he's like, what are you talking about? She's like, that doesn't make any sense. There's no balance on the bottom. So she does enjoy Cameron's company, but she also can't seem to come up with a decent answer for anything he asks her. So she is relieved when she realizes it's 9 o'clock. So it's time to meet Jessica in the bathroom so they can do a little switcheroo.
Oh, the classic.
Mm-hmm.
So we cut to Jessica herself, who was over with Quentin Berg, and she is bored out of her mind.
Yeah, Quentin is just talking about himself and his career constantly, barely without like taking a breath. It is pretty funny that he's mentioning actual designers though, because that's only happened in this book. Like, I mean, because he's going on about Calvin Klein, like Saint Laurent, Chanel, Givenchy. Like, he's listing off all these like people he's worked for and like fashion houses he's worked for and how impressive he is basically and how many models he's shot. And Jessica is just like, oh my God, someone should shoot him. He's so boring.
He does say, I've worked with about every big name in the fashion industry, not brand. And then one of them is Chanel. It's like, well, she's been dead for about 25 years at that stage. So well done, Quentin.
Yeah.
But yes, he's just bragging and she's really bored. Apparently the first time he worked with Simone was on a Chanel suit or shoot. Mm-hmm. I find it very hard that Simone, a model who is so not in demand that she can afford to spend her days just hanging around the Flair studio, got a Chanel campaign. No way.
It does seem unlikely. They do seem like different tiers of models.
They do. And Jessica's starving because they haven't even ordered. And when the waiter comes up and asks, can I take your order? Monsieur Berg. Quentin just sort of shoos him away. And Jessica is like, okay, I just can't deal with this anymore. As soon as we do this switch, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
But then when she's about to head to the loo, Quentin calls her back.
Yes, so he took the opportunity to perv on her even further. Calls her back and says that when he was watching her walk away, he was really impressed with her posture and her stride, and says that she doesn't have the right height for runway modeling, but he thinks they could take some real fantastic prints. So that, of course, brightens Jessica up no end, and she's like, "Ooh, okay, maybe I will come back." So he's like, we don't want to talk business over our meal though, so let's discuss your future as a model over dessert. So she's like, "Okay, I will be coming back to this date after all." So because she's like, look, Quentin is the one who can help me. Cameron is just an amusing diversion.
By the way, there's a lot of this about her walk. Like he keeps praising her walk, wanting to see her walk. But then it's established that she's too short for catwalk modeling. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter what her walk is like.
Doesn't matter.
She's not going to be doing like online video.
No.
And then we cut to a place I never thought we'd see again.
A surprise return for a Sweet Valley establishment, yes.
It's Bobo's Burger Barn.
Who would have thought this would be one of the more recurring eateries of Sweet Valley? I feel like this is maybe its third appearance, possibly fourth. Like, it's popped up a few times.
I was trying to think when we saw it last. It was when Stephen was on Hunks and was going on dates.
That's right.
But it was somewhere else as well, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It turned up somewhere else. But the whole thing with Bobo's Burger Barn, it's a low-key restaurant where you can draw on the paper tablecloths with crayons. Like, it sounds like it's specifically for children.
Oh, it always did, yeah.
But for some reason, they keep going there.
Enid and Maria, for it is they, are there on their double date with their two grown men, lest we forget. This is Kevin and Shane.
Yes, but they do. Well, the two guys are really boring, basically, because they both used to play football. But it does say they had just graduated from rival high schools. So I don't know, are they trying to pull the ages back a little bit on them?
But this is the thing, they had jobs. Earlier on in the book, Shane was an editorial assistant and Kevin was like a set designer. And I'm sorry, they do not give those jobs to high school graduates.
Maybe they do in Sweet Valley, because these guys, it sounds like, are fresh out of high school and suddenly working full time in these different industries. So you know what? Good for them.
I guess.
It does make this whole thing a little less creepy. So
that's true.
I get the win where we can get it.
I didn't notice that just graduated from rival high schools, possibly because it completely contradicted what we learned about them earlier on. But anyway.
Completely, yeah. But also, this whole scene, there's not really much to it. The guys are just really boring and talking about football the whole time, and Enid and Maria are like, oh my God, this absolutely sucks.
I did like when Enid says, because they're talking about like, the Panthers took a beating last season. And Enid says, aren't the Panthers the team from Palisades? Now, you would think she would remember that they are, because you might remember they're the Pumas Palisades pumas purr like kittens.
That's right.
And also, one of them died in a gang war with Sweet Molly.
Come on, Enid, get it together.
You weren't there.
That's so funny. She's confusing her pumas and her panthers. Only one of them purr like kittens.
Yes. And you should know what Palisades team is called.
Definitely.
So they don't even notice that she's spoken. And then Maria's like, Enid asked you a question. She wanted to know if that's a team from All Boys Are Jerks High. And Shane is like, oh, yeah, that's right. So they're just not listening. And there's quite a good moment where Maria starts drawing cartoons of the table with the crayons. But basically, the two of them have a little bonding moment and they escape to the loo and regret the fact that their dates are total duds. Now, you might remember that Maria tried to set Enid up with Kevin, who was clearly like an absolute charisma vacuum.
Yeah,
I'd be a bit annoyed if I was Enid.
Same, yeah. I suppose her kind of take on it was just that they had nothing in common on their date, but she thought him and Enid might hit it off, which I guess is fair enough, but also it's very much like, this guy was a total dud. Here, you can have
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's a way to approach that, and it wasn't really done that well.
No, especially as he is a total dud.
Oh, completely. They both are. So, yeah, so they're both in the bathroom just giggling over what an absolute disaster this double date is. She's like, oh my God, they will not shut up. So they're like, okay, let's just get out of here because what the fuck, why are we sitting here listening to these guys?
Yes, and off they run. So meanwhile, Liz is waiting for Jessica in the loo. She's been there for 10 minutes. Like, that is a long time. I would be getting worried if anyone was in the loo for 10 minutes. I would think that there was some terrible stomach issue.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she has IBS, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, she's pacing, but she can't bear to look at herself in the mirror. She cringes every time she sees her dolled up reflection.
Give me a fucking break.
I know.
Oh no, I hate looking so hot. Shut up, Liz.
So Jessica arrives and apologizes, but says like, oh, just say you were freshening up. But remember, you are me after all. But she's going to be the one who has to make the excuses because she's going to be replacing Liz with Cameron, who's the one who thinks that she's been shitting for 10 minutes.
Oh God, yeah, it does look like she's got food poisoning. But yeah, you're right. So yeah, Jessica, of course, is just very blasé about all of this, and she's like, "Oh, that's what boys are supposed to do. You're supposed to make them wait." So she's just not fussed about this at all. But Liz is like, "Okay, well, I'm going." But first, Jessica's like, okay, just prep me on what you've talked about with Cameron. Is there anything I should know about? So Liz does kind of tease her and she's like, oh, not really. We mostly talked about French philosophers, Camus, Descartes. She's like, no, you didn't, did you? She's like, no, of course not. We talked about PBA and cheerleading. So she does mention that she said that they were doing a charity car wash that weekend, sorority. And Jessica's like, there's no way the sorority would do that. It's like, oh, because like literally what is the point of you?
That sorority did a sponsored rocking chair rock in a cool gym. Like, they're not too good for car washes.
Car wash, exactly. But also, this car wash thing does not come up again. So
no, I assumed it would.
It all goes nowhere. So she also confesses to like making up a stupid sounding cheerleading move, and Jessica's disgusted. She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
You are disgracing me."
Yeah. So, but of course, Liz is like, well, look, you're lucky I'm here at all because she is doing her a favor. In fairness,
yes.
So she's like, look, I'm out of here. But Jessica's like, all right, fine, just watch what you say to Quentin, okay?
Yeah, and she does tell Jessica she thinks Cameron's really nice.
Yeah.
So she's basically, she's clearly team Cameron.
Definitely.
So goes for the first time to see Cameron and realises what Liz has ordered for her. And Cameron started asking her about, really surprised, like he clearly knows something's up. Because he's like, oh, why are you so shocked by the sight of these frogs' legs that you loved French delicacies? And then he starts making these comments about like, it must be weird having a twin. It's almost like you're looking at someone else when you look in the mirror. And do you ever have an identity crisis? And she's starting to freak out just a little bit, but she tells herself like, there's no way you could suspect.
No, definitely not. I mean, they're so good at this now at this stage. Surely there's nothing obvious they've forgotten about.
So their dinners arrive. Cameron has steak frite and Jessica is given le calamari and she's absolutely repulsed by it.
She is. She's like, Elizabeth had struck again. So she's disgusted and really jealous then of Cameron's dinner because it just looks really nice. And she's kind of dying for him to like offer her a taste, but it doesn't happen. So she's just having to like eat what she can of her horrible calamari, but she's just like, oh God, this is awful.
Yeah. So she's sort of moving it around on her plate. And by the way, they don't seem to have given her any carbs. Like it's
it's literally just squid.
Just squid and some lemon. But then he takes her hand and says it's so nice to see her in the real world, and she feels her stomach flutter, and he leans across the calamari to kiss her. But then she looks at the watch on his wrist and is like, time for a twin switch. I just do not buy that Jessica would do this. If a boy she fancied was going to kiss her over some squid, she'd be lobbing the gob.
It's true. Well, she does kiss him quickly, but then pulls away. But like, I find it hard to believe that she wouldn't really make the most of that moment. But she does excuse herself yet again, and she's kind of annoyed when she's leaving because she's like, oh, things are just beginning to heat up with her and Cameron, and now Liz gets to sweep in at the last minute to take him.
Yes. So they do the switcheroo, and Liz is glad to return to Cameron because Quentin has been a total nightmare. And dessert arrives, and Liz admits herself like she's had a good time. Like her frog's legs were exquisite.
God. Yeah, apart from the hour she had to spend with Quentin, she has had a good evening because, Cameron apparently is good company. So she is enjoying the date. And when he walks her out, when they're done, she thanks him for dinner and he's like, oh, it's my pleasure, and like kisses her hand. Then he looks at the watch that's on her wrist and says, hey, nice watch. And she's like, oh, I've had it forever. I got it as a gift from my grandparents. And he nods as if Elizabeth's statement confirmed something that he had been thinking. So she's like, oh God, what's going to happen now? Is he going to kiss me? Because he kind of leans towards her and she doesn't know what she should do. But he just gives her a smile, kisses her lightly on the cheek and says, thanks for a lovely evening, Elizabeth.
Oh, and then he winks and disappears into the night. Now, I just, as my notes say, this is a rookie error and I don't buy it. Liz has done that fucking twin switch a million times. One of the things she always does is remove her watch because Jessica famously does not wear one. I just do not think with all this, she was like dolled up to the nines. She was literally in a bathroom with those mirrors for 10 minutes.
I think neither of them noticed that she was still wearing her watch. Because as you say, like that is basically it's a 2-step process to look like Jessica. You take down the ponytail, you take off the watch. That's it.
That is the twin switch.
Those are the steps.
So she knows Jessica's going to kill her. Mm-hmm. We cut to Quentin dropping Jessica off a Calico Drive, and she can't wait to get away from him. And then he starts he is kind of feeling her up. He's like rubbing his hand along her spine, and she literally feels a shiver of disgust. But then he's like, I think you're going places. You know, you've got style and guts and I like you. And she's like, oh, you do? And then he kisses her and she kisses him back, but all she can think about is Cameron.
Yeah, she's trying to lose herself in the moment, but really she can't get her mind off Cameron at all. So she's kind of just pretending he's him or trying to like make herself just pretend like it's him because she really is quite grossed out by Quentin. Like this whole thing is so
it's
fucking
horrible.
Grim. It's awful. But then as she's kissing him, she suddenly shivers when she realizes that potentially Cameron could be kissing Elizabeth right now, thinking that she's her.
Oh, so she pulls herself away and but then she does turn around to him and says, you really think I have a chance to end up in the magazine? And he says, don't worry, I'll make sure of it. So she decides it's all worth it because Quentin's going to make her a supermodel. We got to Todd's gaff. It's 11 o'clock. His parents have been in bed for an hour and are like totally asleep. Yeah. Like his parents are younger than me. What the fuck? Maybe they have to like... all these poor Americans having to commute for like 7 hours. Or do we just to commute for 7 hours? Because Baratronics is in Sweet Valley.
Oh, that's true. I don't know. Maybe they're just very tired.
Going to bed at like 9:30 or something. So they've been asleep for ages.
Yeah, they are. Like it's the middle of the night, basically. So Todd is creeping around the house, making his way out. He's kind of really trying to make sure he's super quiet so he doesn't wake anyone up. But he manages to get out into his car and he heads off to downtown LA for his date with a gorgeous supermodel. He is giddy. He's so excited. You know, he's like, everyone else is asleep like a bunch of losers, but I'm out on the town. He puts on a techno station on the radio and he is good to go.
Pulsing beat fills his body. I imagine it's Scooter.
Ooh.
It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.
I love Scooter.
I never thought I'd hear those words come out of your mouth, Karen.
I know. It's something people don't know about me, but I do enjoy a bit of Scooter.
Well, it's like Todd does too. And he joined the love train.
Absolutely. Yeah. So he's absolutely buzzing, and he's thinking about how this is so much more exciting than going out with Liz.
Yeah.
If he was going out with her tonight, he'd already be in bed by now.
So he thinks that she's too uptight. She's just a girl. Simone is a woman. Yes, legally and very literally.
This whole thing is not good, Todd. We don't like it.
No, and also I just do not buy that Simone would be after a 16-year-old boy unless she is an actual beautiful
predator.
Like I'm pretty sure she has a choice of
age appropriate
men. Yes,
seriously.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, Jessica bursts into the casa and hunts for Liz, who isn't in bed. So Jessica's all panicky, and she tells herself that Liz would like, calm yourself. She told herself sternly, Liz would never do that to you. She would never steal a boyfriend from you. But then...
I love this because they never mentioned this. Because then Jessica thought of Elizabeth's secret affair with Ken Matthews, and we're reminded that when Jessica and Ken were going out, Liz had pulled a twin switch, gone on a date with Ken to see if she still had feelings for him, and kissed him. So Jessica has wound herself up to high heavens now thinking about all this, and she's like, where the fuck is she?
I loved this.
It's so funny.
Just the fact they're acknowledging it. Also, considering that Liz has been all like, I would never cheat on Todd in the same series, and we're at least getting reminded that this is one of the many examples.
Yeah, it's like, she would never see my boyfriend apart from that time that she stole my boyfriend. Yeah. Like super briefly, but it's fine now. She'd never do it again, right?
But she finds Liz asleep on the couch, and she's really relieved that she's not like up on Miller's Point with Cameron. But she asks her if Cameron kissed her, and I do actually like the way just Liz handles this.
Me too, because again, this is so unlike Liz, because she decides to just wind Jessica up, and she's like, yeah, we totally kissed. It was great. He's a really good kisser. And Jessica is furious. But Liz is like playing innocent. She's like, well, you didn't want him to think you're a bad kisser, did you? So Jessica is she's enraged. She feels betrayed. Liz is really like rubbing her face in it now. She's like, he's tender but passionate at the same time. I can see why you like him so much. And Jessica is so horrified. She's like, had Elizabeth become an alien being? Had she transformed into Psycho Twin?
Well, I mean, it takes one to know one.
The Marjo theory just grows legs every day. But yeah, so Jessica storms out. She is so enraged by this that she stomps up the steps to her room and like slams the door to her bedroom. Also, where again are Ned and Alice? Are they at home?
I was thinking the same thing.
Are they out on the town again? Who knows?
They're at the dinner theatre.
Maybe they're out with Todd's parents and they weren't in bed at all.
They've got a Ferris Bueller style snore recording to fool Todd.
Brilliant.
But yeah, Jessica slams her door, and then Liz opens it and follows her in with a bit of a grin on her face and says, do you know how many L's there are with the word gullible? Jessica's like, don't talk to me, and goes into the bathroom and slams the door. She's literally like shaking with rage.
She's so angry.
And then it hits her what Liz just said.
That's right, yeah. So she's like, oh, so you didn't kiss him? And Liz is like, of course not. So Jessica literally collapses dramatically onto the floor. She's so relieved. So she's like, oh, then everything worked out perfectly. I'm going to get my shoot with Quentin and get to go out with Cameron as well. But then Liz is like, okay, that might be a little complicated, because she then reveals that, look, Cameron figured out that we pulled a twin switch. He noticed my watch.
Yes.
So Jessica's like, drat. And not rats, unfortunately.
That's what my notes say.
We're back to drat and not
rat. That's why I missed the ghost. I hope that the book one ghostwriter is back for book 3 of this trilogy.
That would be fun. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. If everyone's rolling their eyes, then we know we're in good hands.
We'll know from the start. Or if Jessica says rats.
That's it. Those are the clues.
So, but she's quite blasé about it, I think. Like, she's so like, it could have been worse.
Yeah, because Liz is like, oh my God, she's going to kill me. But she's pretty unfazed. She's like, it's fine. I'll get out of it. I'll apologise. He'll understand.
Well, we cut to a very typical Sweet Valley scene because it's the Spanish-styled kitchen. It's Saturday afternoon and Liz is furiously chopping vegetables. So, like, literally furiously. So we've had, like, Jessica munching angrily on a carrot. Now Liz furiously chopping vegetables. Like, the Wakefield twins truly take out their rage on fruit veg. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's angry because she's thinking of Todd and Simone. But then the phone rings, and it's the world's most unprofessional and most, as my notes say, this woman has no shame or dignity, so it is the most undignified woman in LA. It's Leona.
Of course. Leona is ringing her 16-year-old intern on a Saturday. What are you doing? So she rings up, Liz answers the phone, and she's like, oh, so are congratulations in order? Because if you may remember, all Leona ever does is bang on about how she's convinced her boyfriend is going to propose to her. And every time they go on a date, she's like, it's going to happen this time. So Liz asks if it's happened yet, but Leona's like, no, not yet, but I'm working on it. She's gonna lure Sam to a romantic weekend skiing in Lake Tahoe. I'm sure once he's away from the city, he'll propose. And Liz is like, okay, why don't you just ask him? Like, he obviously appreciates like independent women. I'm sure he'd be flattered. But Leona's like, oh, Liz, he'd run for the hills. You know, believe me, men may put on a macho act, but inside they're like little boys. If a woman is too strong and independent, they get scared away. So I'm going to let him think he asked me. Liz is kind of like, okay, she's not super convinced by Leona's logic here. But doesn't matter because Leona's really ringing her to say she's going to take Monday off as well. If anyone asks, tell them I'm sick.
Are you ringing your intern, you mad bitch? Like, what is going on? This is crazy.
She is a mad woman, and it only gets worse.
Oh my God, it really does. This is the tip of the iceberg, Leona.
This is nothing compared to what's to come. And it's so funny. Oh my God.
Like, imagine being like, oh no, my boyfriend hasn't popped the question yet, but he will to your intern, your teenage intern.
Why do you
and then like
to care? And why are you ringing her on a Saturday?
To tell her to cover for you. Like, well, just lie yourself, you lunatic.
She is fully deranged. So Liz anyway hangs up from the conversation, feeling weird about the prospect of lying for her boss. Like, yeah, no kidding. So she does think, look, Leona's very strong and independent, but she doesn't seem to have much of a work ethic or a personal ethic either. And then Liz kind of realizes in this like moment of clarity, this is why Leona is so successful. People like Liz, nice people, don't get anywhere. They just get betrayed and walked on. So she kind of decides the reason, basically Leona's lack of ethics are what made her so successful.
Yes.
So she's like, okay, so this is, she's like berating herself for being so naive all this time. So, because she'd always thought her ideals and integrity would get her somewhere, but obviously they were only in her way.
Yes, it's basically nice guys finish last. So we cut to the pool, the Casa grounds, where Lila is aching from answering the phones. And Jessica rightly says that Lila's work at Fowler Industries has been like nothing like her own hard labour on the set. But she says she's just been a glorified secretary for her dad. And then she is horrified that Jessica is actually protecting herself from the sun's rays.
I know, like Jessica's actually putting on sunblock for once. Like they do it every maybe 30 books or so. They actually mentions like a sun factor, but it's like factor 45. So she's like, Jessica, are you crazy? What's the point of lying out in the sun if you're just going to block out all the rays? But Jessica points out that she has to protect her skin if she's going to be a fashion model. And it's like, yeah, and also, just in life in general, so you don't get skin cancer. But Lila is amused by this and is like, well, throw me that baby oil, and she lathers herself up.
Literally.
Yeah.
So Jessica suggests that Lila ask George for more responsibility, but Lila's like, you mean work? And apparently her father wants her to learn what it's like for the rest of the world. And she has learned something. She's learned that she's meant to be rich and idle.
It's so good. She's that bitch.
Yep. And Jessica says she's meant to be rich and working. And she tells her all about Quentin and what happened with, the double date on Friday. And Lila says, look, if Cameron knows about the twin switch, you shouldn't leave him hanging till Monday. So you should get in touch with them. And decides to look him up in the phone book. I do not know why they assume that a 20-year-old, as wherever old he's meant to be, is listed. Because they can't find him in the book because there's too many. They say he's just not in it. Yeah, but then if he was in it, he'd be in directory inquiries, because that's what Lila does. She rings directory inquiries.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. But basically it's just kind of, they're going to some effort to try and find him because he's like, Smith is his last name. And of course there's loads of Smiths. And then when Lila does just ring up like the directory or whatever, he's not listed at all. So they're like, oh, okay, that's weird. Lila's like, he must be too poor to have a phone.
Or he shares a place with roommates and the phone bill is in one of their names. Like, this is such a weird thing to think.
But again, it's all adding, I think it's meant to be another layer to the mystery around Cameron. Because they're like, is Cameron Smith even his name? Who knows?
We'll be cut to Sunday morning and Todd's waking up late after a late night and he smells of fags.
Oh my God, yeah.
Fags and booze.
He goes to put on the clothes he was wearing last night and suddenly realises that they absolutely stink of smoke. And that's such like a... God, thank God that those days are over.
Oh, man.
The stench of anything you'd wear on a night out the next day. Oh God, everything would be reeking. It was
And
so
your
gross.
hair.
Everything.
Oh.
Horrible.
Well, apparently he's feeling pretty good, no doubt. Well, it's because they were at a jazz club.
I mean, he really was in his element, wasn't he?
He certainly was.
He actually enjoyed himself for the first time.
Of course he did.
Got to get some smooth jazz and everything's okay. So he's also getting to know some of the people that Simone hangs out with, and he's kind of getting along with some of these people basically now that he's met them a few times. So he's in good form. He's coming down to breakfast. He's all cheer and smiles and sits down to breakfast with his parents.
And we learned we're told his mother is dressed casually. It does not seem like a casual Sunday morning outfit to me, but you'll describe it later.
I will.
So it's all quite nice. And his dad apologises for being tough on him recently and he feels a bit guilty. But then he reaches out to serve himself some scrambled eggs and watching his dad see in his hand about the club stamp from the Smooth Jazz Club.
He's rumbled. Didn't actually think to wash it off in the shower properly. It's a rookie error, Todd. Come on.
Todd. In fairness, sometimes it takes a few days of showers for those things to come off.
Some of those things... Some of them are a little more permanent than others, that's for sure. But yeah, so obviously he tries to kind of fob it off as something from school and his dad is like, you didn't have school on Friday. And Todd's like, oh, I meant last week. And he's just like, don't bother, Todd. You're clearly lying to us again. You went out last night, after we were asleep and not at dinner theatre with Ned and Alice. So he's in trouble, basically. His dad tells him, look, I want you to listen to me. If you cross the line one more time, you're going to be in big trouble. So Todd feels really guilty for lying to his parents and sneaking out, but he's also really fed up with the way they're treating him, like he's 16 or something.
Yeah, exactly. And then he throws down his napkins and says, do you mind if I leave without finishing my breakfast or won't I get any dessert? And his mother exclaims, Todd, as if he's told her to go fuck herself.
I know, it's so funny. His dad's like, watch it, Todd, you're pushing it. So Todd shrugs and just stomps out of the room. So he gets his basketball and decides he's going to work off some steam.
And then we cut to what might just be the most insane and unprofessional photo shoot in a whole book full of insane and unprofessional photo shoots.
It's just one after the other, but I think this one really does take the cake.
It sure does.
Take the non-unionized cake.
Oh, very much non-unionized, because we learn that we're in the Flair studio and we learn that Simone is a no-show at the Roman rune set, including an Acropolis, Greek. Not the first time we'll have something Greek in this fake ancient Rome, I can tell you. And bafflingly and insanely, a load of cats.
Just fucked a load of cats in there. There's no animal handler. There's no one in charge of these cats.
No cat carriers. They just threw them into the room and let them rampage.
They just scooped up 5 black cats, lashed them into the set, and just hoped for the best. Needless to say, it's a fucking disaster.
Yes, we're told they only have a single morning to shoot in this janky cardboard polystyrene Roman rune set that's probably smells of cat piss.
Honestly, it stinks in there, it just does.
And they just have a morning to do it. And then a cat jumps on top of Quentin and he flings it off. And we learned that the only cat wrangling going on is Jessica putting cat food into a single bowl for 5 cats.
God. It's absolute chaos.
That's
for
what
some
my
reason,
notes say. Those actual words.
Honest to God, Jessica, who has assembled this whole set, by the way, is now in charge of these random cats. We don't know where they came from.
No! Jessica asked, why are there cats? And Shelley explains Quentin's trying to capture the look of ancient Rome. Apparently the ruins are overrun with stray cats. Now,
can you
less than a week ago, I was literally sitting in a cafe overlooking a rune in Rome. Now, I didn't see any in the forum itself.
Okay.
But there is a kind of amazing little sort of piazza, like it's I can't remember what it's called, the Largo de Argentina, and it's basically like a Roman ruin in the middle of a square. Like, they're just the shops and buses and stuff going around it, and it's all below ground level. But there is a cat sanctuary there, and it is full of cats.
Okay,
and you look in and you just see like cats chilling around the 2,000-year-old pillars.
That sounds really nice. I mean, that sounds very nice, cool, compared to the absolute fucking shambles that this photo shoot is.
It's mad that there's this touch of very specific realism of like, yeah, there are cats in some Roman ruins bang in the centre of Rome. And yet we're going to call it an Acropolis and just have this like polystyrene boulder filled madness.
Oh God.
Also, if there's an addressed as ancient Romans, then surely it shouldn't be runes.
Oh,
surely it should look like it's ancient Rome.
New and shiny, you're right.
Yes.
Oh, this whole issue is doomed from the start.
Basically, it's total chaos.
Yeah.
Cats, boulders, Jessica's being forced to move them around. He's been yelling at her for 2 hours. And she feels like he's forgotten all about last night. Not least because there is no model this morning. And then who should turn up but Simone?
Yeah, she turns up like 2 hours late. She doesn't give a shit. Like, she just breezes in completely unbothered. She's like, good morning, everybody. But she looks like shit. Apparently her skin is pale. Her eyes are like sunken into her face. And Jessica's like, ugh, probably from dancing all night with my sister's boyfriend. So Quentin flies off the handle. He's like screaming at her, does she know what time it is? And she's like, 11 o'clock. So he's just on an absolute rampage because he can't develop this film himself. Now he's going to have to FedEx it to New York. Why?
This is baffling because this only makes sense if the magazine offices are in New York.
Really? And they're not.
Like, they're not.
Famously have moved to LA.
Yes. So what is the fucking point? Just get someone else in LA or California to develop the photos, which will then have to be sent to your office in LA.
In LA. It's bizarre. But anyway, he's just fuming and like storming around the place, yelling at everybody. She doesn't give a shit. She's like, I'll be in wardrobe. So Jessica is taking all of this in and gets an idea.
Well, we cut to Liz. She's in Leona Pearson's office, sitting behind her desk. She's researching life conditions on women in ancient Greece, that guaranteed magazine seller in the 90s.
Yep.
And taking a call from head of marketing Rupert Perry. And while she's doing this, her computer beeps because maybe with the Library of Congress website, but nowhere else. Apparently, when your search results come in,
yes,
the computer makes a noise.
It's been chugging away in the background. 5 articles found, apparently. Continue searching. Elizabeth pressed Y.
This is the Ask Jeeves early Yahoo era, and it was actually quite quick. Like, you definitely didn't need an alert to say what happened when you dial up.
But yeah, she's up to 90 basically, because she's on the phone with this guy trying to like book him in for an appointment or a meeting with Leona. So she's going through Leona's diary to kind of try and find a slot for this guy. She gets a knock on the door because Anne, the receptionist, is looking for some report from a meeting that Liz has apparently typed up. She's having to do like 10 different things at once. And she kind of realizes she's not really just covering for Leona. She's basically doing her job. Like, it's complete lunacy.
Oh my God. It really is. Like, the amount of work she has to do is absolutely insane.
And also absolutely not what some schoolgirl intern would be tasked with. It's like, where is the rest of the staff?
Yes. Oh, well, that's a question I ask myself quite a lot of times. But then the phone should ring. And who should it be?
Well, it's Leona Pearson herself.
It sure is. And she's like, oh, sounds like you're doing my job for me. And then she has some more news.
Yeah, bad news for Liz, because Leona broke her leg skiing because she is truly the dumbest bitch alive. So yeah, Liz is like, oh no, is it serious? And Leona's like, no, not really, but I'm in traction for the moment and I won't be able to move for a few days. I'm sorry, if you break your leg, you're going nowhere for like 6 months. Like, what are you talking about?
She's very blasé about this.
Completely. Yeah. So she's like, Liz is like, oh no, that's terrible. You know, I'm happy to help you any way I can. So Leona's like, okay, great. Have you got a pen? And basically just lists off an astonishing amount of work for a teenager
Oh, it is nuts. It is
in
nuts.
this office. It is ridiculous. She's going to sit in on meetings, present a report, make corrections, circulate a memo to the entire editorial department, like circulate copy to all the other departments, thoroughly research all these feature articles,
What the
proofread and
fuck?
fact check everything. Liz is like, this is enough work for a department, not just one person. And then she realizes that like Leona's basically asking her not to assist her, but to replace her for the moment. And she's just like, oh my God, this is absolutely crazy. Like this is too much responsibility and work for one person.
So why don't you just, what's she telling her employers that she's doing while all this is happening? If she's like stuck in a ski lodge, like just wing up and lie. Say you fell down the stairs and broke your leg. Like nobody's, back then especially, nobody's going to check.
But it's funnier this way. Just like Liz to do all this.
Well, she talks for 5 minutes and Liz is taking notes the whole time.
Yep.
And she says she has the greatest confidence in Liz. Then she has another little request. Or should I say multiple requests?
She is an absolute nightmare. Because she's like, can you take care of a few personal things for me as well? And Liz is like, oh, this is going too far. But she's like, okay, what did you have in mind? And Leona's like, oh, just a few errands. But I need you to water my plants, pick up my calls, open my mail, respond to any invitations by phone or mail, and feed the cats.
Those cats have been starving for like a week, apparently.
Liz is horrified. She kind of expected her to take care of like a few personal things at work, like water her office plant. And she thinks, she's an intern, not a personal assistant. And then also thinks, didn't Leona have any friends who could take care of her personal life for her? But Leona is just like listing off all this mad shit that Liz now has to take care of. And she's like, oh, there's an extra pair of house keys in my desk. You can use those. So she's like, okay, the doctor's here. I've got to go. Bye. Like,
what?
She, girl boss of the century. I am obsessed with Leona. She is absolutely batshit crazy.
She is. It's absolutely insane. She's basically expecting an intern to do her very responsible job. Like, what is the chain of command in this place?
Honestly, I am baffled by the staff hierarchy in this place. Oh yeah. As she's saying goodbye to Liz, she goes, oh yeah, and don't forget to pick up my dry cleaning.
Well, I mean, she's used to picking up Jessica's dry cleaning.
The one thing she can do.
But like, it is mad that Liz thinks, like, Liz is pissed off because she does think, that she's not Leona's PA, and also thinks, like, we're her fucking friends. Like, why is she getting me to water her plants and feed her cats?
Which is a really good point. Like, literally, who else is in her life other than this beleaguered boyfriend of hers that she keeps trying to get proposed to her?
And what is she trying to get Liz to go out and double dates with her? She's many mates.
Oh my God, clearly she has no friends. Yeah, because she's just insane. Like, she's... I don't know. Again, the case for a body swap comedy going on with Leona gets ever stronger.
Oh, it really does.
Because she makes no sense whatsoever.
Literally none. Well, speak to things that don't make much sense. We cut to the studio where Simone is finally all dressed up, surrounded by Italian hunks, we're told. There's like one vaguely decent line when Simone is calling for water and cries, Jessica, did you hear me? And Jessica says, I'm sorry, did you shriek?
That is pretty good.
It was quite good. But Quentin's still all stressed and Jessica keeps her cool. There's a lot of filler here. She keeps Simone supplied with drinks and snacks, and when a cat sticks its face into Simone's glass of water, Jessica has another water ready for her. She spends a page bonding with hunky model Antonio. I felt that was going to go somewhere and then it didn't.
Nope, nowhere at all. Yeah, Shelley kind of pretends like she needs her over at the makeup station, and Jessica's like, oh, okay, what can I do for you? And Shelley's like, no, I'm just doing you a solid basically and getting you the fuck away from Simone. So just hang out here for a bit. And yeah, there is this kind of like flirty stuff with this guy Antonio, but like, goes nowhere. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. So Quentin sets up the shoot and there's no stylist. My notes say it all sounds completely mental.
Truly chaotic. Like, this place is an absolute danger.
The cat, like, Jessica's throwing cat food onto the ground. It is dry food, but still, it's a smell. So we're told the cats quickly ran between the boulders, adding a mysterious feel to the setting.
Okay, if you say so. I just can't imagine these fucking polystyrene columns. There's any way to make them seem mysterious and not tacky and shit.
I was literally in the Roman Forum like this day last week and up on the Palatine Hill, and I did keep thinking of these shoots.
Oh my God, how could you not? I mean, really, they set the scene, don't they?
Certainly did. So yeah, Quentin demands more emotion from Simone, and the only, like, she's just so lackluster, and the only time that she shows any expression on her face is when she gets all angry at the end. She gets really angry for no real reason.
Oh, completely. Yeah.
Like, it's kind of weird.
It's out of nowhere because he's directing her and he's like, expression like Simone. And then she kind of gets annoyed and he's like, okay, great, nice. And then she's just like, I've had enough of this. And just kind of stomps off. She's like, I'm going to a spa at a location I have no intention of disclosing. No one even tried to track me down. I'll be totally out of reach. And she just stomps off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of out of nowhere because she's the one who turned up late and seemed to not be giving a shit and have this whole blasé attitude all day. But now she's suddenly kicking off for like no reason.
Yeah, exactly. She eventually, Quentin says like, okay, that's it. Like, their time's up. Simone marches off. She announces that she's going directly to a spa at a location she has no intention of disclosing, and no one should even try to track me down since I would be totally out of reach. Stomps out. And Jessica has another idea because Quentin only got one good roll of film at the end.
Yeah, because he reckons for the first several roles, Simone just looked so tired, like it just wasn't going to be a runner. Yeah. So yeah, she's like, what a good idea. She kind of suddenly decides that she's got one. And as everyone's kind of packing up and going away and putting up their stuff away and the place is emptying out. So she kind of like nonchalantly heads over towards the camera where it's set up and clicks open the back of it, exposing the film, then quickly shuts it again. So basically, it's enough to ruin the last roll.
Yes.
No one's seen her. No one's even noticed. So she rubs her hands together like a little fucking raccoon, unable to believe her luck. She's like, she's on her way to stardom.
So we got to Todd. He's outside the mode building and he sees Simone leaving and, thinks that, yes, my fellow model, she'll understand. But she is so clearly not happy to see him. And then he gives the most ill-judged invitation.
Oh, God. Yeah, because he's kind of like, I got in trouble when I got home last night. And Simone is just like, oh, for God's sake, this again. Like, aren't you a bit old to be getting in trouble? And again, no, Simone, you've decided to go out with a 16-year-old for whatever fucking reason. Yeah. But he's like, I'm trying to explain to my parents, but they don't understand. I thought maybe you'd like to come to dinner tonight. Maybe if they met you and see how wonderful you are, they'd be more understanding about the time we're spending together. This poor young fella simply cannot read a room because Simone is just really like, get away from me. She has absolutely no interest. She's like, I can't make it tonight, Todd. Maybe another time. And just like sweeps off. Todd's feelings are really hurt by this. And he's like, okay, I'll call you tomorrow. And she's like, yeah, whatever. What's up?
Todd feels younger than ever.
Oh.
Well, we cut to the studio and Jessica's been sort of lurking in the shadows because Quentin has been ranting about his film. He found out that it got exposed, but he thinks it was an accident somehow. And he's listing all the reasons why this is like a career-ending disaster. Like there's no time to do another shoot. The layout will be delayed. The issue will be held up. He's going to lose his job because I guess he's a staff photographer. And everybody is sort of sneaking out of the room to avoid his wrath. And he's left literally slumped over a table, holding his head and moaning. And Jessica makes her move.
She does. She's like, it's really tough and there's no way we'll be able to get another model here in time. And he's like, yeah, I know. There's got to be something we can do. And she's like, well, if you like, I could fill in for Simone. And he's like, oh, okay, we'll give it a go. We don't have a choice, do we? And she's like, no, we don't. So he sends her to hair and makeup. He's like, we have no time to spare. He just yells at everyone basically to bring back the lights. We have another model on board. Everyone back to battle stations basically. Yeah. So Jessica's super excited. Her heart is absolutely pounding. She's heading over to Michael to get her hair done at his little salon. So she's like, oh my God, this is happening. Her career is about to be launched.
Well, we cut to Liz and she's arriving at Leona's condo on Ocean Lane. Beautiful complex, a mile by the ocean.
Wow.
So like a mile away from the ocean and it's called Ocean Lane. I live a mile away from the ocean. And the idea that you call a house around here like Sea View or something would be ridiculous. It's a luxurious place, huge and airy. If it weren't for the separate rooms, it would have resembled a loft. And yeah, that's that's like, I could say that about my house.
What are you talking about, Liz? Yeah, it's really fancy. There's Tiffany lamps, like it's all very spectacular. There's huge windows. There is actually a view apparently of the ocean because this place is so fancy.
So very high up.
It must be because she's like, yeah, this apartment is just like Leona, sleek, modern and fashionable. And then the two cats appear. They're these two apparently identical Persian cats that come along. And Liz is like, oh, you guys must be hungry. And it's like, yeah, girl, you better feed them or they will eat you.
They've been starving for like 3 days, poor little dudes.
Cats. They've been neglected for these last couple of days, yeah.
By the way, we're told she has black leather couches. Black leather couches really remind me of like Irish new build apartment rentals in the 90s.
Oh God, very that, yeah.
Aren't they? The sort of cheap fake leather couches that like landlords would get.
Yep.
Wipe clean.
Oof. So grim. Yeah, it doesn't really say glamour when just the context is all wrong for that, I think.
Yes. So Liz feeds the cats. She looks at Leona's fridge. There's hardly anything in it. And she realises that Leona must starve herself. So she's got us a bottle of Diet Coke and a half-eaten grapefruit covered in aluminium foil. Fucking hell. And she waters the plants, and then she has a little snoop.
She sure does. She's just creeping around, having a look, admiring the bathroom. It's got Spanish tiles on the floor, so it's very much to Liz's taste.
I love the bathroom, actually. I think the bathroom sounds cool.
It actually does sound really nice. It's a clawfoot tub and a whirlpool.
It's lime green.
It's lime green with Spanish tiles and a pink marble sink against the wall.
I love it.
Like, it sounds like maximalist in a really lovely way, like just loads of character kind of in it, which doesn't really jive with the rest of this apartment because it's meant to be just so like sleek and modern and kind of minimalist nearly, but because it's a really nice bathroom then in the midst of it all. But she also snoops around the bedroom and finds this amazing closet, walk-in closet that Leona has as well.
Yes. Just going to say, if you like a combination of pink and a sort of greeny, bluey shade, have I got a book for you? Next
She's
May.
back on it.
Always hustling.
The cycle begins again.
Here it is. God help you all. May God have mercy on your souls. It's called Love Scene. It's available to pre-order now.
Hooray.
In the UK, Ireland and Australia. Liz keeps on snooping, and then she goes into Leona's bedroom and starts going through the wardrobe.
This is amazing.
I love this.
The walk-in wardrobe is apparently really impressive. All the shoes are all kind of paired up together. Her suits are like in a rainbow of colours, basically. They're all arranged by colour. Liz is really taken by a particular suit and kind of looks around and is like, oh, do I dare? But there's only a cat around. So she's like, well, fuck it. Why not? So she decides if she wants to be just like Leona, then she has to feel like Leona. So Liz goes full fucking single white female, puts on Leona's clothes and just like wanders around the house like, hello, I'm Leona. Because apparently Leona has this deep voice.
When?
She literally is walking around doing a version of Leona's voice, talking to the cats, and then just like listens to the answering machine because she does have to take the messages, I guess. But it's so funny that she just decides to do this. It's like she's lost her mind a little bit.
At one stage, she pauses in the middle of the room, feeling regal in her elegant surroundings. Now what? She said to herself, placing an imagined French manicured hand on her cheek.
Incredible. I think Leona has actually broken Liz. Like something has gone wrong in her brain.
Because she's literally like wandering around talking in Leona's voice.
It's so
out
funny.
loud. She's like, oh yes, the mail. Oh, an invitation to a Broadway show. I'll have to check my calendar.
Like, she has actually lost it. It's so funny.
Also, why is her work mail being sent to her house? Because like Liz leaves the personal mail, we're told, and the bills.
Yeah, but there's work stuff coming there. Look, Leona's life is a fucking mess, so who knows why anything happens. But Liz does spot a tape recorder on a side table and thinks, I wonder what that's for. She kind of has a twinge of guilt when she's about to press play, but then she also thinks, well, fuck her. She's making me like be her slave, basically. While she's gone. Might as well learn all I can about her. So she listens to Leona's kind of dictation. It's all kind of talking about like letters to different marketing people, marketing possibilities for the Greek and Roman antiquity edition. And she's like,
good luck with that.
I know. She's about to press stop, but then she hears Leona's next words, letter to Gordon Lewis. And she's like, oh, that's the like hotshot new publisher guy that bought the magazine a few months ago.
Or bought it to LA.
That's right. Yes. And she hears Leona say, note to myself, this letter is not to go through, Elizabeth.
Who is it going through then? Like,
who else do you have?
Yeah, like who normally takes your dictation and why aren't they doing their job?
No one does their job in that fucking place.
Well, it's quite a memo.
Oh my goodness.
Because, dear Gordon, Leona said, I don't know why. She's got this like.
Well, they said she has a deep voice, so if we're going to do Leona's voice, that's what it's going to sound like.
It sounds a bit like, remember the sofa in Zig and Zag? Hello, sofa fans.
Oh my God.
It's like
wow.
that.
He's a deep cut.
I don't know. That's one from our Irish listeners. So yes, she says, as you suggested, I would like to formally submit the idea we discussed on the phone. It's actually quite simple and has the benefit of bringing Flair into the age of interactivity. I propose a column tentatively titled Freestyle. A one-page article written by a Flair reader with her ideas on fashion. The column would, of course, conform with the theme of the magazine and submissions would be accepted. Thus guaranteeing submissions would be vetted, surely. Not submissions would be accepted. That implies all of them will be. Anyway, thus guaranteeing the high quality of writing that we depend on at Flair. I would be happy to discuss my idea at the next editorial board meeting. With best regards, Leona.
Oh my God.
She's stolen Liz's idea.
The betrayal. Yeah, Liz
God.
Liz is absolutely knocked by this.
Who could have foreseen?
I know, just what a bolt out of the blue. Liz can't believe what she's heard. She's like just staring at the ceiling like, oh my God, the betrayal. Leona had been her idol. It's like, damn, Liz, you need to aim higher. So she's just so disappointed, so betrayed. She can't believe that this has happened. Who could have foreseen?
Well, I mean, not all of us, obviously.
Yes.
Well, we cut to Jessica. She's arriving in the studio, crotch first and dressed to the nines in typical Simone style.
Oh my God. Although it does say that she's wearing the dress Simone was wearing, even though they also made a point that Simone stormed out still wearing her outfit. So
oh my God. Yeah,
I don't know how that worked.
Because when she left the building, it sort of implies that like modelling has a uniform. Like if if you're an air hostess or like you're working in a shop or a like a fast food place. That she still has her modelling outfit as opposed to like a $2,000 dress
and a designer gown that she has just wandered
borrowed.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, she's all dressed up. Can't believe it's really happening. She's all nervous. She tries to get into character as she would do before a show. And she is certainly mixing her mythologies.
Oh boy, is she. It's like she has to assume the part of an ancient goddess. So she pictures a dusty Acropolis in ancient Rome. She was Athena, and she had descended from Mount Olympus to find the man with whom she had fallen in love.
Yep. We are in Rome. Apparently it's not Diana, though. It's Athena.
Yep, it's all over the place.
But yeah, she's entering the big league now. So yes, she's decided to find her human hunk, and she feels calm at last as she walks serenely into the studio, and everybody's gaze is upon her. But Quentin whistles like the old perv he is and says, "You look fabulous."
Oh God, yeah. So he's really impressed with how she looks. He's like, okay, we've got time just to do to redo the last roll of film. We're just taking shots of you, so it's going to be just Jessica on the set. So he's like, okay, just like walk around and kind of warm up for a bit. I'm going to follow you with the lens to get the camera in focus. So kind of just do whatever for the minute. So she's like, okay. So she's kind of in character, or like in she's focused. She's moving gracefully, just kind of like threading her way through the fake rocks. I'm sorry, this set just sounds like such a disaster.
Cheap.
It's so tacky. She kind of does some stretches and then like for some reason, and then kind of notices the camera is clicking as she's wandering around.
Yes.
She turns and like a golden curl falls over her eye, and Quentin's like, yes, great. So he goes to position her for the next shot and like moves her arm kind of over her head. She immediately kind of like shifts it to something more comfortable. And he's like, okay, no, you need to remain exactly as I put you.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like, oh, okay. So he's kind of positioning her in this way that sounds like she feels like it looks terrible, like it's some kind of weird contortion, but she's doing what she's told.
In fairness, he is the photographer. So
this is the thing.
Like
it's basically Jessica starting to realize that modeling isn't just standing around looking pretty. Like there actually is a bit of work to it, and it's not going to be like super fun all the time. So it's uncomfortable. Like, and she's kind of like, oh God, like this kind of hurts a bit. Like her muscles are aching already, and she's only done a few poses that he's kind of put her in, but she's having to hold them, of course, so he can take the pictures. She's doing close-ups then, and those are kind of fine, but like, yeah, she's really kind of realizing that it's quite tiring, and it is actually work. Like it's not just looking lovely.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, it's something that you'd think she would have figured out by now, but no, yeah, modeling is hard work.
Yeah.
So, it gets worse because Quentin decides he wants rain on this polystyrene and paper set.
Yes.
So the team, apparently Nick Nolan, whoever the fuck he is, and the set assistants hastily constructed an artificial rain machine. What
is happening? Seriously, please join a union. I'm so worried for everybody on this set. Also, are the cats still there? Did someone come and collect them?
No, the cats are still there as far as we know.
They're still wandering around. This place is just bananas. Like, oh my God, it's so dangerous. So yeah, there's a window fan being set up. There's buckets of water being lugged onto set. So he calls for action. Jess is staring at the camera and then suddenly she's getting splashed with water and she like recoils, but he's like, no, like don't react. You have to like hold your head high, stay still, keep looking at me like through the spray. And she's like, oh God, this is really difficult because she's trying not to blink. There's water being sprayed in her face. Then he's like, okay, now we need wind. So next thing Shelley comes along with some fucking industrial hairdryer and is just blasting Jessica with this. So Jess is just like, oh my God, I kind of hate this.
I don't think like they don't have a wind machine. It's just like, get a hairdresser out, Shelley. This like ultra glamorous Elite magazine.
Oh my God, this magazine is just an absolute shambles. Like, so yeah, so she's getting blasted with cold water, with hot air. She's really relieved when it's over and she's just like, oh my God, modelling is more work than she'd realised. So it's actually quite a tough shoot. And she just kind of, it does like finally dawn on her that actually there is a bit of work in this.
Indeed. But when she heads to the mailroom to drop off the film, she's walking on air because Quentin has to get the film FedExed to New York to be developed. If they print in New York, it makes even less sense that this Greg, what's his name, moved the entire place to LA.
Yeah,
like this is madness. But anyway, there's a lot of filler here because she doesn't see Cameron. There's a lot of stuff about his colleague being there, saying he's like working at the computer around the corner. And when Jessica finds him, he scowls at her because he's not crazy about being yanked around like a puppet.
Yeah, he says maybe you can get away with this kind of stuff with other guys, but I'm not going to be anybody's second choice. And she's kind of speechless by this. Like she just expected him to be delighted to see her, even though she clearly tried to trick him the other night. She just, didn't fall for it. But she realizes, her good mood is gone now because she really is devastated by him kind of giving her this brush off. And she realizes as she stares into his angry brown eyes that she's in love with Cameron Smith.
Oh, God. But she realises that now she's got what she wanted from Quentin. She's got her foot in the door in the modelling world. There's nothing to stop her going out with Cameron. So she begs him for a second chance. And he's like, what, to yank me around again? She's like, a chance to explain. So she tells him that she did the twin switch because she had to date with Quentin and she didn't know how to get out of it. And he's like, oh, mailroom guy, not good enough for you. And then they do the thing, which always annoys me, and I'm glad that she actually follows up on this because, and I can tell you as somebody who has written an argument scene that like is meant to divide people forever, it is really fucking difficult. But you should put the work in to make that it's not a situation where somebody could just go, will you shut up and listen to me? Like, and I'm just going to say this ghostwriter does not put the work in here. Because he's like, I've just heard enough. I'm going. And he goes, it's like, you know the way it's one of those things that happens all the time in
very true
TV and in books, and it drives me insane because it's usually a situation that's so important that somebody would literally run down a street after somebody and like
you can open that door that was just closed, like I'd go after them, it's fine. but she does do that. She does chase after him basically and finds him outside on the bench, their bench where they had their first lunch together. She kind of makes a joke about eating at Shea Bench, but he's not amused. So she's like, okay, look, you don't have to say anything, just listen, okay? So she does explain that Quentin had asked her out before he did. She didn't think she could break it off with him because he's her boss after all. It's like, because this whole thing is disgusting. She's like, I really wanted to get a chance at modelling. I know it's not a good reason, but that's the only reason, I promise. And I didn't think you'd understand. So she does this whole explanation and says that he's the only guy for her. They do kind of have the same argument over and over, which is him being like, oh, you just think I'm not good enough for you. And her going, no, even though she was disappointed that he was just a mailroom guy when she met him first. So
that's true.
Kind of who she is. But anyway, so he's like, okay, I've got to think about it. So she stands up to walk away and then he's
all tearful. Like, and that's why this is not a sexy arm grab.
No, not at all. Like he grabs her and kisses her. So he's like, I've thought about it and I've decided to give you one more chance on one condition. And she's like, anything. So he's like, go out with me tomorrow night. And she's like, okay, cool. But this time we're having burgers and fries. So they're kind of like joking about the frog's legs and stuff. And he's like, look, one more thing. I don't want to go out with any split personalities. You got that? And she's like, got it.
That's fair enough.
It is fair. So, yeah, don't send your sister on the date with me, please.
Yes.
Like, not too much to ask.
No. It is funny. It's like the arm grab has been, new girl, sexiest on-screen kiss of all time.
It can be done in a good way. It just never is in these books.
No. And also, like, the difference between the new girl one and this one. In this one, there's a hint of, like, he's pissed off with her.
Yeah.
Which is very different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sinister.
Yes.
When it's like that. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm going to tell you a book that's got a sexy arm grab. It's Love Scene. It's coming out next May. Always hustling. You can pre-order it now. So we cut to Enid. We had a great day at work. I do not think this ghostwriter, inexplicably, because they are writing a book, knows the difference between a agency and a publishing house.
Yeah.
There's literally a point when we're told how great she's been doing. She's been talking to authors directly, proofreading a manuscript. I don't think that happens. Maybe some agents do.
She's really having an Elizabeth-style internship where she's being given wild amounts of responsibility instead of just making coffee and photocopies for people.
We're also told she made a suggestion to the literary agent about editorial changes to an autobiography, and the editor had loved the idea.
That's not... No.
Anyway, so she's having a great time and she wants to tell Liz all about it, but then she realizes she can't because they're no longer friends. So it's been more of a dramatic break than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it kind of has. So she's kind of like, she kind of realizes that there's like this gnawing sense of emptiness inside her without Liz. She's just not happy about the way the situation is at the minute. So she rings up Maria and asks if she's heard anything from Liz. And Maria's like, no, nothing yet. So Maria's kind of like, oh, whatever, we can have more fun without her. Like, look at what a fun time we had on that terrible date. We don't need her, basically. But Enid's not convinced. She's like, yeah, her and Maria had fun the other night. And she knew Liz had been a bad friend, but she's not really angry about it anymore and just kind of feels sad now that her and Liz aren't really talking. Yeah. And also realizes that if Liz has had this weird personality transplant, it must mean that something's up and she's not actually really doing well. Exactly. So then she wonders, she does think maybe Elizabeth's not the one being a bad friend. Maybe I am. Maybe she needs me now, which... and that is quite good of Enid, because to be fair, her and Maria were pretty terrible earlier on in the book.
Yes. Oh, they were.
The phone call thing was just real bad taste.
No, mean girl stuff. Yeah.
No, bad times.
So, she wonders if Liz needs her. Well, we cut to Liz. It's the next day. We learned that she watched telly for 8 hours last night. Even in this binge streaming era, I am never, even the time that me and my husband watched, we did watch an entire season of The Wire in one day. Maybe that was 8 hours, but it was season 2. It was the one with the stevedores and the union.
Oh, God. Well, what were you supposed to do? Not watch the whole thing? Come on.
Yeah. But it's a lot and it felt wrong.
What would Frank Sabatka say?
He'd be disappointed in all of us, I think.
No work ethic.
Well, we learned that she's totally disillusioned. She just thinks like ethics are clearly meaningless because villains always win, and people who follow their beliefs just end up like her, alone and a failure, and her life has no purpose. And then who should ring but Reggie, asking where she is because Ferdy didn't phone in to work and nobody cares because this place is mental.
Truly, that place is just an absolute madhouse. So, so Reggie rings her up. She's like, where aren't you at work? Are you sick? What's going on? Like, have you got the flu? And Liz is like, no, just a small case of disillusionment. Like, she's so dramatic.
She really is.
So Reggie's like, oh no, did something happen with Todd and the fashion witch? But Liz says she doesn't want to talk about it. But Reggie is insistent. She's like, okay, well then how about lunch? It'll do you good to get out of the house. I don't know what's bothering you, but I know, staying in bed isn't going to help. Like, Reggie is really making it her business to get Liz to talk to her and get her out of bed and get her, I don't know, just out and about. Like, I guess it's good because, Liz clearly needs to hear this from somebody, but it's like, why is Reggie so interested?
Reggie announces that she is going to drive to Sweet Valley for lunch. And we have learned that this is like 2 hours.
Like, it's so far away. It is not somewhere you just nip to on your lunch break. But yeah, she's like, I'm going to drive out. We'll go someplace near you. And Liz is like, oh my God, why won't she accept no for an answer? But Reggie's insistent. She's like, Cafe Felix at 1:00. She's going to be there. She's like, and you better be too.
Yeah, I guess she's just taking the whole day off to go and look after Liz.
Just drive back and forth to Sweet Valley, sure.
Well, we cut to Guido's at lunchtime, where Maria and Enid are having lunch, and Enid's worried about Liz, and Maria briefly converts her to pineapple pizza. Absolutely not. And Enid confesses or Enid admits to herself that she worries that if reaching out to Liz will fuck up her new friendship with Maria. No acknowledgement that it is like they've been friends for 2 minutes, but
it's like this is brand new friendship. But but she doesn't want to kind of end up in a position where she has to choose between Maria and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
So she's kind of nervous bringing this up with Maria and kind of hopes it isn't going to be this weird kind of wedge between them, which is like, look, I've been thinking about Liz and I think we should reconsider our position. You know, we've been friends with her for so long, you know, in our own ways or whatever. And, you know, Liz has always been such a good friend. This is one of the first times she's actually let us down and I think we should give her another chance. So she's kind of nervous about how Maria is going to react to this. But it turns out Maria totally agrees and had been thinking the same thing.
Yes.
After they were chatting last night. She was like, look, we're having fun together hanging out, but like something's missing. And they do realize that they miss Liz and they do want to still be friends with her. So they're like, okay, we're going to give her another chance. And Maria's like, yeah, I think she's learned her lesson by now.
I mean, probably not, because she hasn't had a spare thought for them.
She has not thought about them for a single second since they've kind of blown up. So yeah, anyway, they've decided they're going to try and get back in contact and build bridges again between her.
Yes. Well, we cut to Cafe Felice, where Liz meets Reggie, who's like, oh, for somebody who's in the state of depression, you look pretty good. Because
that's just because she's at Wakefield.
Exactly. Apparently the office is in chaos without her and Leona. And
not surprised.
There's no chain of command in this place. And Liz is like, well, fuck her. And I'm like, good for you, Liz.
Honestly, yeah, she's dead right. She's like, well, Leona's going to have to bail herself out of her own mess. And Reggie's kind of like, oh, okay, gives her kind of an odd look. But yeah, when she's kind of talking to Liz, she's like, okay, so like, what's the story with Leona? Like, what's going on? So Liz fills her in on the whole idea stealing thing.
Yes.
And swears Reggie to secrecy. She's like, you know, you can't tell anybody about this. So Reggie kind of hears all this and she's like, wow, she has absolutely no ethics whatsoever. And like, Reggie was no fan of Leona anyway, but even she's like, wow, this is actually too much, even for her. A new low for her. She's like, I didn't think even the Dragon Lady would do such a despicable thing.
Yes. Liz feels better now she's actually told somebody about all this. And Reggie understandably asks if she has proof of Leona's evil deeds. But of course, Liz gave all her notes to Leona. And the poor innocent fool. So they wonder about talking to Gordon Lewis, who the new young boss, who you might remember that Reggie fancies. And then Liz has a sort of a flash of inspiration. And she decides that maybe, you know, so it's not true that ethics never won. Sometimes you just have to fight for them. That's all. So she vows that she and Reggie will take Leona down.
Yeah, they said, you know, they're going to work together and teach Leona a lesson. So we don't know what the plan is, but apparently Reggie's going to get her shot with Gordon as well. Okay. So it's highly confidential. They shake hands on the deal. So they've got some kind of a plan that's going to be put in motion, but we don't know what they're up to just yet.
We don't. Well, we cut to Toddles. He's in a foul mood, we're told, because he'd spent the day like roaming around LA looking for Simone. What the fuck?
Dude.
And finally turned up at her house. And you think he'd have gone there a bit earlier.
Yeah.
But anyway, her roommate said she's gone away for a few days. So he's really upset. And he arrives home and he realizes he's like missed dinner, which was meant to be like a special dinner for him, like a sort of peacekeeping thing. And it turns out his parents were so worried about him that they rang his friends, which enrages them for some reason, even though it seems like a perfectly normal thing for teenagers' parents to do.
Yes, absolutely. They're like, yeah, nobody knew where you were. Like, we were really worried. And then his mom says, even Elizabeth had no idea what you were doing tonight. And Todd is absolutely enraged by this. He's like, his parents knew he and Elizabeth had broken up and knew he was going out with Simone. How could they call her? Didn't they have any tact? So he's really angry with them.
Yeah.
But also kind of realizes he's in trouble. So he needs to just keep quiet for the moment. So his dad is like, look, your mother and I have had a talk. You know, we've given you our support with this modeling thing. You know, we let you quit Fairytronics, take a shot at this. But clearly it's turning your head around. We've tried everything we can. We tried grounding you. We tried scolding you. Todd is like, what are you getting at? And Mrs. Wilkins says, Todd, I'm afraid you're going to have to give up modelling.
And Todd is outraged. He says it's ridiculous because modelling has nothing to do with this. And his dad is like, modelling is everything to do with it, because before you were a normal teenager, now you think you're some kind of superstar who can make his own rules. And Todd refuses to give up modelling and says that you can't force me. And his dad does the usual, like, as long as you live under our roof, you're going to have to abide by our rules. And that means giving up your modelling career. And Todd has the perfect response to that.
He faces his parents calmly. Fine, he responded. Then I won't live under your roof. He grabs his jacket from the chair and shrugs it on. I'll move out. He's out of here, him and his brown leather jacket.
Even though he's underage, and I don't think legally he can.
No, I don't think he
can. So we cut to the mode offices, the Flair offices in the mode building, and Jessica's hoping to find Quentin because she's still worried that the editorial board won't approve the shoot because they obviously have to have the final say, and she knows she's too short to be, a catwalk model, but maybe she'll get her chance. She pictures herself on the cover of Flair with her blue-green eyes dazzling the world, and then sees her on every other big fashion magazine. Ingenue, Fashion Forward, Bella.
Take a break. All the classics.
I married my daughter's builder. I was going for a human, but...
It's got to get more unhinged as it goes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, Quentin arrives and reveals that the magazine loved her and he can use her for another shoot. And Jessica feels faint with excitement. And she's like, well, of course you'll want to do that. And he's like, I think I might need some more convincing. And then he just forces his kisses on her.
Oh, it's so gross. Yeah, he grabs her and kisses her passionately, but Jessica is kind of protesting. She puts her hands on his chest to push him away, but then she hears someone behind them clearing his throat, and it's Cameron, his face a mask of stone. So he turns around and walks out, even though I feel like if you were to come upon this scene, it would be like, oh, she's trying to get away from this fucking creep.
She's being sexually assaulted. So, of course, he's done that himself.
Oh, Christ. Talking like a fucking rock and a hard place, from one sex offender to another, honest to God.
God.
So she catches up with Cameron at the lifts, and he's just like, it's over, no more chances. And she's like, Cameron, wait. But the door of the lift closes and he's gone, and Jessica is distraught.
Thinks, what have I done? Well, you didn't do anything there. That was your pervert of a sexual harassing boss.
Quentin being a huge fucking creep. Yeah.
Terry Richardsoning it up in that studio.
Ugh. Yeah.
Well, we cut to the casa. Liz is working on her computer, aggressively clicking the keys. She's creating a masterpiece, we're told, and it's her letter to Gordon Lewis. And she smiles in satisfaction.
Yeah, it's perfect, apparently. Their strategy is foolproof. It's simple but effective. And it's going to expose Leona Pearson for the fraud that she was. So she's brimming with energy. She's feeling great. She was sick of lying around feeling sorry for herself. Now she's ready to take action and thinks it's not true that ideals don't count. Sometimes you have to fight for them. And fight she would. It was time to march into battle.
And she's so wild up, she snaps a pencil in half.
Oh my God. It's the ferocity.
And then her eyes narrow. I'm going to get revenge on the woman who betrayed me, she vowed silently. If it's the last thing I do.
Oh my God.
And that is the end of Model Flirt Part 2. Can you read us out, please?
Oh my God. Will Elizabeth's plan for revenge work perfectly or lead her into danger worse than she ever imagined?
Worse?
What? Is Frank Cobra back? What's going on?
Fingers crossed.
Will Jessica manage to convince Cameron that they're meant for each other? No, he's meant for jail. And how is Todd going to survive on his own? Find out in Sweet Valley High 131, Fashion Victim, the third and final book in this very fashionable 3-part miniseries. Don't miss it.
We won't.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Well, after all that insanity, do we have stats and outfits?
Oh boy, do we. Okay. Okay,
let's wait.
See. Right, let's do some stats. So the Wakefield blondness got 9 mentions.
Oh, wow.
Quite a lot.
These
are not long books. It just takes us a long time to talk about them.
We have not had that many in a long time.
I feel like it's been a while. The Blue-Green Eyes got 6, which is also pretty good going.
That's a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
Back on form.
Cameron's Brown Eyes got 8 mentions.
Jesus.
which is so much. What else? Simone's black hair is mentioned 3 times and her blue eyes are mentioned 5 times.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. People cry 4 times.
Understandable.
They blush or flush or otherwise turn red 11 times.
Oh my God. Wow.
Oh yeah. Jessica swears vengeance on Simone twice, and Liz swears vengeance on Leona just the one time. But the real thing I want to talk about is the kinds of sparks that are in this book. It is Spark City.
Oh.
So there were 7 different kinds of sparks. So
What?
yeah. So Simone had triumphant sparks coming out of her eyes at one point.
Ooh, interesting.
Todd had sparks of pain.
Oh, what? Wow. That feels...
I mean,
I've never heard that sparks used in that context before.
Sparks of pain. At one point, Jessica, there's a fountain of sparks over her.
Jesus.
There are sparks down her spine.
Ay, ay, ay.
There are sparks of lightning through her body.
Good Lord.
Twice, in fact. There's another point where the sparks through her body again. And then Simone's eyes are shooting sparks at some point as well when she's cross. So, like, it's sparky.
Good Lord.
So many sparks.
That is... Oh, wow. God, these are the things that, like, being able to easily search for overused words in your manuscript is helpful. So I do have a weird... I'm at that stage with my manuscript at the moment. And I have kind of a bit of sympathy for people doing it in the days before you could do that easily.
How's the spark count? That's what we got to know.
I've actually got quite a few sparks.
Oh, excellent.
Not in the eyes, though. It's usually an idea sparking or
That's fair.
lust sparking.
Oh. Very fun. Okay, we have so many outfits. I'm just going to...
Oh my God, I can't wait. Come on.
Okay, so when the twins are doing their twin switcheroo restaurant up and down fucking steps and bathrooms and all the rest, they are dressed the same. So they are wearing a tiny black halter dress, barely bigger than a cloth napkin, apparently. So Liz is super uncomfortable because her upper thighs are on show. The only thing she's comfortable with was her hairstyle. Her golden blonde hair was swept up high on her head, a few curled tendrils hanging loose, which is very 90s and very show Jessica as well.
Yes, isn't it? That's the first thing I thought of.
Was a great woman for the old tendrils, I must say, in her fancy
sure
updos.
Was.
Yeah. We have Todd. His brown leather jacket. Just had to shout that out. So you just can picture that's what he's shrugging on as he's stomping out of his house, announcing he's moving out. When Jess and Lila are by the pool in the Wakefield's house, Jessica is wearing a sleek new white one-piece bathing suit. Lila is outfitted in a floral bikini with a matching sarong.
Oh, what's a sarong?
Love a sarong. Got to be careful in those sarongs. You never know when you end up shifting Bruce Patman in the kitchen.
Especially in that kitchen. Like she's just
so.
outside the casa.
He is in the danger zone. So Todd's mother in her casual Sunday at home
oh my God
outfit
is mental.
Jeans and a blazer and her auburn hair tied up in a green scarf. It's like just chilling at home in my blazer. Eating eggs with my family. Where are you going? She is business casual for brunch on a Sunday.
In her own house.
So funny. When Simone is in the... Oh, yeah. So this is the terrible fashion shoot that Simone does. And she's wearing an emerald green sheath dress that she leaves in, but whatever. It's also the one that Jessica wears.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So, yeah. She looks amazing. There's like slanted eyeliner, gold eyeshadow going on. She looks mysterious and amazing. We also have... Let me see... Oh, God, yes. Okay, so when Elizabeth is swanning around, losing her mind in Leona's flat, the suit that she picks up from the walk-in wardrobe is an exquisite ivory-coloured suit with big round pearl buttons. Like, it's, I don't know. Unlike most of Leona's ensembles, this one had a short cropped jacket. That was to be...
So surprised at this.
It's a short cropped jacket that was to be worn buttoned up because, of course, the Flair outfit or like uniform is like long blazer, short skirt.
Yeah.
A short cropped jacket with huge pearl buttons in an ivory color. It's so like mother of the bride.
Yes. Oh my God.
What are we doing here? Then what else do we have? We have Cameron. He's wearing a red plaid denim shirt, which doesn't make sense to me because, like, how can it be red plaid and denim.
Maybe it's got denim patches.
Oh, maybe. Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Or something.
Maybe I'm on board. Okay, we'll figure it out. And when Liz drags herself out of bed to go for lunch with Reggie, she looks so good. She's wearing faded blue jeans and a pale yellow sweater, but she's washed her hair and put on some lipstick. So, she's just radiant as fuck.
Of course.
That's what they do be like. So that's all the outfits in just half of a book that's barely 200 pages.
That was astonishing.
So much good stuff.
Well, listeners, what did you think of Model Flirt Part 2? Did you enjoy Liz single white femaling Leona before crashing down to earth?
God, I just love her wandering around speaking in Leona's voice.
It's the voice.
It's the
voice.
Hello, kitty. Liz, you have lost your mind.
That's what I want from Liz, is that sort of absolutely batshit
100%.
deranged behaviour.
So funny.
Listeners, did you enjoy it as much as we did? We always love hearing from you. So you know where to find us. We are on social media at SVH Podcast.
Yes, you can send us an email at svhpodcast@gmail.com. And we've gotten some really great emails lately from people. So I do very quickly want to say hello to Peggy Gaspari, who sent us an email from Canada. She's all caught up now. So welcome to present day. She's also let us know she started saying unhinged a lot more in her daily life and thinks her inner voice is starting to have a slight Irish accent. Is this a normal side effect of binging your podcast?
Is it? I don't know. You tell us, listeners.
It might be. We also got great emails from Marnie McFly and from Jennifer Hill. So thank you guys for getting in touch. We always love hearing from you.
We really do. And we very much appreciate it. So thank you all. And of course, we are most active on Instagram, where Cressida said, in relation to the cover, "Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it. Brogues.
So good.
Jet B's Gills reveals that Laura Ashley did exist in North America, and that while she's Canadian, she lived in New York State for a bit, and she went whole hog at the local Laura Ashley outlet store. Dresses, curtains, sheets. It was glorious to 12-year-old me. Oh my God, it would have been glorious to me. I had a Laura Ashley border on my bedroom wall, the top of the bedroom wall, from when I in about 1988. And
nice.
When that went up, I can tell you, I thought I was living in some sort of professionally decorated paradise.
Fantastic. Yes, that's what Marnie was emailing us about as well, just confirming that Laura Ashley was in fact definitely 100% a thing in the US in the late 80s, early 90s, and actually sent us a photo of her in a gorgeous Laura Ashley dress at her high school graduation, and it's so lovely. Absolutely, Laura Ashley definitely a thing.
Hannah J. Bear started the tag yourself. She said, tag yourself. I'm the sensible slacks and chinos hanging sadly in Todd's wardrobe. Hoping we can survive this cut-off booty short season without being abandoned at a thrift store. Pray for the chinos, everybody.
Oh my God. I kind of forgot that he was in his booty shorts era, actually. It's so long, or it just feels like so long since we did our last episode on Model Flirt. But yeah, he's mostly hanging out, if not in his brown leather jacket, then wearing tiny shorts.
Cut off and a cut off sweatshirt.
So good.
Little Stargazer says, I'm Elizabeth. While I don't like to share Todd, I do enjoy being shared. Ken, Bruce, Luke, Sam, brackets Secret Diary, Todd, brackets with Jeffrey, Joey Bob, Rene of the Tight European Jeans, what's his name from the Herman My Bills book, and at least 2 more in upcoming trilogies. And Jessica's supposed to be the loose twin.
The cheek of them. Bloody Insolence said, I am Winston Egbert, using this 2-week internship at a Michelin-starred restaurant to prepare for the true pinnacle of my culinary career, managing the Moon Beach Cafe, where I'll proudly serve mountains of fries and feud with the diner down the street. You haven't heard from me lately because a rival gourmet spot kidnapped me as a prank. Apparently payback for when my restaurant snatched their intern last week. Sweet Valley, gourmet dining capital and kidnapping capital of America.
Thank you for that, because that's just a little reminder of our beloved TV Winston, who we truly adored as he managed the Moon Beach.
we were so worried about him. It's like, we were so glad to see him in school whenever there was a school scene, because it was like, is he getting an education? Is he just like trapped in this diner forever? Why is he here full time?
He's got a full-time job, you guys.
Someone let him go to school.
Jen B. Gill said, I'm the adult woman body swapped with 16-year-old Leona. While she fumbles through my job and nearly destroys my love life by making it cringingly obvious she expects a marriage proposal for this guy, Sam, I've been dating for like 6 weeks. I'm stuck in high school. Apparently I have the presentation due next week on Greek and Roman mythology and their relation to women's issues. My best friend says I've been researching this topic for weeks and I'm super enthusiastic about the idea. Sigh. At least my adult work wardrobe seems to blend seamlessly into this uptight high school.
Oh my God, fantastic. Truly, I would be so down for the Leona body swap storyline that's going on in tandem to this. Like,
the only thing that makes sense.
It really is. Silent Spaces says, I'm rave conga. Am I 1, a euphemism for a new party drug? 2, a euphemism for an orgy? 3, the name of a male model. I'm picturing Rio from Gem and the Holograms. Stunning reference. Or 4, craziest of all, a literal conga line at a rave. But also, Rave Conga is such a Gem and the Holograms name.
Oh my God. There could have been a Rave Conga in there.
It really could have.
Sister Betty Confetti said, I'm Elizabeth, raging that Todd doesn't love me for my character, brackets, patronising, self-absorbed, unfaithful, insightless. If only I was all of these things and stick thin, then I'd be perfect.
Oh. Oh my God, there's loads of really good ones.
Pippi and Shirley. Now, I had heard of this magazine. I'm the late great magazine for Canadian fashion. Flair, F-L-A-R-E. Now, in the Sweet Valley book, it's Flair, F-L-A-I-O-R.
Mm-hmm.
How very dare this misspelled, uncreative, poorly managed and predatory rag try to besmirch my memory. I shall rise from my Toronto grave and smite them. You do it, Flair.
It could happen. Maria Teresa Biblioteca said, I'm Constance, Maria Teresa Biblioteca's wife, who has over the years overheard countless hours of That Sweet Valley show with the Irish lady. I just now...
Sorry, Constance.
So funny. I just now caught a snippet of the latest episode and I asked Maria, interns? Again? How many internships have these girls had? That's a very good question.
Very good question.
Too many to count.
Nil Stargazer said, I'm all the men at the edge in our funky black jackets and black jeans. 2 weeks ago, we would have been part of the Gothic group, but now we're high fashion, don't you know?
Rainbow Dash said, I'm the ghost of Regina Morrow. My untimely cocaine overdose shocked America, leading to the complete disappearance of all illegal narcotics, which is why the only line getting you high at the edge is the conga. The club shares the name of my death book for a reason. Just say no to drugs, kids, and yes to the natural high of the tamest rave ever.
Biblioarchaeologist said, I'm Flair's legal department. These 2 interns are causing me the most stress that I've ever experienced. Oh my God, there are so many. It's just, we can't do them all, but seriously, there's just so many and they're all amazing. I was also very happy to see that I wasn't the only one enraged the last time, because Maria Teresa Biblioteca did say, Anna spluttering with righteous rage over the absurdity of the magazine antiquities theme equals me, a librarian, going bonkers over, I want to know everything that's been printed on Greek and Roman antiquity in the last 50 years. Are you fucking joking? I mean, we were pretty angry about that too. And then Liz completing the task in the morning. I cannot. I'm going to be thinking about this every day for the rest of my life. Same. And then Laura Kate Diva said, this is my Roman Empire.
That is such, oh my God, what a response. Just 10 out of 10, lads. Amazing. I do love how absolutely enraged you were by this whole antiquities thing. Because I have to say, when I was reading it, I was like, yep, sounds like a terrible idea. But like, you were fuming.
Well, maybe I need to chill with some classes and add it to Sweet Valley High's curriculum, courtesy of Plucky Incidents. She had some doozies this week.
Oh, God. Okay, yes. Oh, wow. Here's the list of courses added to Sweet Valley High's curriculum. Swing dancing to techno music. Final exam, how to start a conga line at a rave. Consent versus causes for concern. Identifying that a strange adult kissing a sleeping minor is indicative of a potential paedophile, not a blueprint for gallantry.
Yay.
Oh, there's so many good ones. Less is more. Modeling boy bikini briefs and dating older women. A masterclass taught by Bruce Patton. From fine dining to fry baskets, how to leverage your 2-week internship at a gourmet restaurant into a thriving career managing a teen burger hangout with work-study opportunities at the Moon Beach Cafe. I love that everyone's just decided that this just continued into Winston's Moon Beach
in the TV
career.
series.
In the TV series, like it's all
it.
the one now. This is just what's happened. Oh God, it's so good. But like, there's just so many good jokes and things.
Oh, it's just... Seriously, we just love hearing from you. It is absolutely the best. New Turkey said, sucks to be Enid in this book. Elizabeth is like, I'm in unfamiliar territory here, being jealous of a more attractive woman. Best call the one person who can truly understand, my homely friend Enid. Wow.
Oh God, it's so funny. What else? Oh God, like they're all great. Laura Kate Diva did take us to task and said, a cheeky quarter. Don't worry about us. We will say no. Don't you know Regina Morrow died that way? Not even once, kids.
Perfectly strict. It was coke that she took. Not that I'm recommending a cheeky quarter of anything else. No. But thank you very much to Fury Girl saying we must vote Anna to a black tie affair. She deserves to live the doves in gold cages life for a night. Well, I will definitely attend because I'm on the shortlist, so I will be there. The voting has sadly closed in the Irish Book Awards, so it is in the hands of the judges now, and however many people voted for me. But I really appreciate everybody who did, and I particularly liked that Fury Girl said, told my mom that our song was shortlisted to her delight. Oh, thank your mother so much for me. Then she said that somehow Sweet Valley High came up in a conversation and recommended this podcast. She has gone from banning the series to boosting your listener count. Sweet Valley comes for us all.
Oh, wow. What a journey.
Thank you, Fury Girls, tens, ma'am. Thank you for saying nice things about our song and for listening to us. That is so incredibly nice. And genuinely thank you to everybody who voted for me. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm up against some much bigger names than me. So I think my chances are low, but it's very nice to be shortlisted. And I'll get to dress up in a fancy frock and go to a fancy soiree. So it's all good.
You get to go to a nice fancy party anyway. Maybe there'll be doves in gold cages. Who knows? You'll have to report back and tell us.
It is in the Dublin Convention Centre, so probably not. But you never know.
Then maybe not. Maybe seagulls.
Oh, yeah.
You have to run from because they're basically pterodactyls in Dublin.
Oh, they really are. They're like the size of dinosaurs. Thank you so much, everybody, for getting in touch with us. We always love hearing from you. And if you would like to hear even more from us, you can by signing up to Headstuff Plus.
Yes, if you head on over to headstuffpodcast.com, you can sign up to support the show for as little as I think it's maybe €5 or €6 a month. That gets you access to all our juicy, lovely bonus content, which is 4 entire series of us talking about the Sweet Valley High TV show, which we got so fond of. Like it really took us by surprise. We were so taken with it. Totally obsessed. But our most recent forays are into the crazy world of Highgate Academy, where the Caitlin books take place, which is the kind of expanded Francine Pascal universe. So we are having so much fun with these Caitlin books. Like they are absolutely deranged. She started off as this huge bitch. Now she's kind of sympathetic, but it's still fun. Like they kind of pack so much into the chapters. We're only doing like 4 chapters at a time for each episode. And so much happens. It's crazy, but we just started the 3rd book of the first trilogy.
We're all confused.
It's very confusing. Do join us. But it's loads of fun. It's all fancy, horsey, rich girls, and there's a mining company and a mean grandmother and a secret doctor dad. Like it's real soap opera stuff. It's so much fun. So
there's been disguises.
I mean, there really has questionable disguises, and alter egos called Karen, which that's just what we need, more bad press. But yeah, that's what we're up to in our clubhouse in the off weeks between Double Love episodes. So do join us if you can. And if you can't, that's okay too. Just leave us like a nice rating or a review, because all that stuff really does help us out as well with people finding the show.
It really does. And we appreciate all of you. And but we do like visiting the clubhouse every fortnight. And we will be back there next week with... Oh God, I've been away from my desk for too long. I'm not going to try.
It's part 2 of a book. It'll be fine.
It's part 2 of this 3rd book in the trilogy.
Okay.
It's called True Love. They have the most boring names. This is the one thing.
The titles are the worst, but we promise you the stories are deranged. It's great fun.
Oh, they sure are. If you want Unhinged, you've got Unhinged there, I can tell you.
You got to get to that clubhouse, guys.
A child eats fertilizer out of a bag.
Truly, oh my God. He's pulling an Enid in Crash Landing. It's
oh my God, yes, so he is. I forgot that part.
Yeah. See, it is non-stop nonsense. We're having great fun. So yeah, do join us if you can. It's good crack. Pi Beta Alpha siblings, we will see you in the clubhouse next week. It's going to come out the day of the Irish Book Awards. So keep all your fingers crossed for me. It's going to come out next Thursday. Wish me luck, everybody, and we'll see our Pi Beta Alpha siblings there then, but we will see everybody else in 2 weeks' time when we join the love train and and head back to Flair for, oh my God, the last book of the trilogy. I'm actually kind of sad to say goodbye to this. Honestly, what are we going to do without this crazy office? Look, we still have 2 more episodes to chat about it, so that's okay. But like, where do we go from here? How much more deranged can it get?
Well, we'll find out what happens when somebody in the Flair office becomes a fashion victim.
Oh my God.
See you then, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.